and I'm going to regain it all. Again and again and again. Being a champion or being a world champion or being whatever, it didn't mean nothing to me at all. I only wanted to beat Vladimir Klitschko because nobody else could in so long. And I did.
Ability-wise, I'm 5 times better than anyone in the world at the moment. Anybody, the Klitschko's anyone, they're big as me, but they're not as fast. They've got no movement, they're like wood, if you know what I mean, robotic as it said. And if I could do the distance, the 12 frees, no problem, I'd be able to beat them now.
When I was 14, I was watching Vladimir as a world heavyweight champion on TV, thinking I can beat that guy. I know I can beat that guy, and I will beat that guy. So when we was face to face, and he said a stupid comment like, "Oh, you want what I have? Everything I have, you want." I said, "What do you have that I want? You have some money and some belts."
You don't like it, change the station. You don't like it, don't take photos. You don't like it, don't print it in your newspaper. Do I care? Not really.
What helped me was having a routine and a purpose to live. After the Klitschko fight, I didn't see I had a purpose in life anymore, if that made sense. I didn't want to box anymore because I'd achieved everything. What was the reason for me to keep boxing? I didn't want to box. I hated boxing at that time. So after that, I never had no purpose. All I've ever done in my life is box. So when it comes that the boxing's gone, it was like, well, what else is there? I tried clay pigeon shooting, off-roading, I tried golf, but nothing really interested me at all. I never had no really passion for anything.
His mother's gone in the hospital early for some pains, dropped off at the hospital. So anyway, I went back. They said he's not due for about, 8 weeks? Something like 8 to 9 weeks.
You can't learn it. You've either got it or you've not. Someone 6'9" shouldn't be able to move like I can. I defy every law of gravity. It's not fair. It really isn't fair that I move like I do. The reflexes, the slipping, the sliding, the awkwardness, the ability to box both ways. I'm a natural gifted talent. I didn't never want to box amateur. Amateur boxing to me was like something I had to do to turn professional. I was never interested in boxing for a plastic cup, ever. I always wanted to be a world heavyweight champion professional. Anything less was a failure in my eyes.
They've got to beat me, haven't they? I'm the one to beat, really. I'm the one with a big knockout record.
Qualification for the 2008 Olympics, you and Pricey were seen as the 2 best.
I don't know. I was the #1 junior at that time. I went to the World Juniors in Morocco. David Price was a senior, and there was a lot of other good heavyweights as well. It's a hard life. Your life ain't your own anymore. When I'm boxing, I'm Tyson Fury, happy days. Million interviews, million pictures, whatever. But when I'm not, I'm a family man, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm a brother. And that's the way I want it. You know, a lot of people run away from fame. Andre the Giant went to the middle of nowhere so people won't bother him anymore. Because it's a horrible life. If I go to the pub and have a beer, oh, Tyson's back on the drink again. He must be taking drugs. This, that and the other, you know. It's an invasion of privacy of a normal life. And fame will take that away from you. People pull the out to me and say, can you sign them? I've had whatever you can think of, people have done to me. You know, I've had pints of beer chucked to my face because I'm not their hero. I don't really think it does much to you, ballooning up and down. Because people say to me, oh, if Ricky wouldn't have ballooned up and down, he'd have beat Mayweather and Pacquiao. I don't believe so. I don't believe the weight had anything to do with it. It's the same with me. If I can't beat these top men, it's not because I put weight on and took it off. It's because I'm not good enough. I had to get the weight off. It wasn't healthy for me. It was either get the weight off or die, basically. That was the ultimatum. Be dead or get the weight off. So I chose got the weight off. And there we are today, a year later, and the weight's off. Well, luckily with me in boxing, I had another lease of life. Another will to live, another will to strive and have goals again. And I've been truly blessed in my life, time and time again. And I don't look at this as a comeback, because I'm not coming back to what I once was. This is a new me, this is a new Tyson Fury, this is a new book. I ain't going back to rewrite an old story. That book's finished, it never ever ever was opened again. The legacy of Tyson Fury from a child to being heavyweight champion of the world and achieving his dreams, that book has been closed. This book is a new book, and I'm only on chapter 3. And I feel to be sat here today and to be in this position, I just feel blessed. The way I see my life is do my boxing career, whatever happens, happens, whatever doesn't. Either way, I'll know I've not left anything in the tank. Because if I would have stayed retired, then I always would have known I could have done more. I would have regretted it. Not because I didn't achieve everything I could have done, because there's nothing more I can achieve. But I know in my life that I would have had more to offer, and I wasn't ready to retire. That's why I'm back. But this time, wherever it happens, I'll know I've given it everything, and I know I have nothing more to offer. And that'll make me a very happy man. I can lay in bed at night thinking, you know what? I've done everything I wanted to do in my life, and I've got no more to offer. Now I'm just going to enjoy myself. I just wanted to show the world that if mental health could bring somebody as big as me and as strong as me and, you know, the stereotype heavyweight champion of the world to my knees, then it could bring anybody to the knees. And I thought to myself, if I can show the world that you can come back from it and to get back in shape and get back to the top, then anybody can do it. I've experienced the highest highs and the lowest lows in life. I knew something was wrong with me my whole life. Growing up as a child, I'd feel a loneliness even when I was with other people. I felt like, have you ever been left behind somewhere when everyone else is going somewhere and you're left? That's how I'd feel on a regular basis, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand it. I was in a position of power. I had glory, fame, achievements, money, a family, all earthly assets that one could want. Money in the bank, but it meant nothing. So they couldn't understand why would this man feel like this. Everybody looking on the outside, oh, Tyson's got everything, he's done what he ever said he wanted to do. He's lived his dream, he's done everything. Why is it he's just an idiot? He's a attention seeker. Tried and tried and tried to act sensible and blank it out, but it didn't work. So until the end I thought, all right, forget about it. I can't box anymore, I'm finished. I'm gonna go drinking. Because when I had a drink, it made the pain go away. Not pain as in physical pain, like punching me in the face pain, but pain as longing and the repetitive thinking, the same stuff day in, day out, and it won't go away. And the more I'm trying to think, right, I want to be positive, negative, 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 negative. And everyone who was around was getting negative too because I was putting it on them. I'm a winner.
Oh, I think it's one of the greatest comebacks
Because I've
period.
come back from every possible disadvantage to being healthy. I'm studying now 255 pounds in shape, in a mentally great place. And I feel so great. I've got a few marks on me, but I love it. I'm in the ring sparring, I'm struggling in the ring because it's so much not air, but I'm so happy that I'm in there and I'm like, I'm back doing what I love to do. And if I can help others along the way too, I know I've done a good job. And I'm not gonna stop inspiring people forever because I know I've been through the worstest pain that anyone can ever feel, mentally as well as physically. I think I've now found my calling card. Boxing's one thing in a career, but all careers end. All sporting careers, everything else has to come to an end sooner or later. It doesn't last forever. Along the way, I'm going to spread the word of mental health throughout the world. Millions of people watch heavyweight champion of the world. Maybe that's why I'm in this position as the heavyweight champion of the world, to spread this. I'm qualified to talk about it because I've been through it. Some people who talk about mental health and doctors and things, they've never ever suffered mental health. They've read about it in a book, but reading about something in a book and physical experience and two different things. I can tell you that you could read about boxing in a book, then get in there and try and do it. Doesn't work.
No.
You could read about doing a brain surgery in a book. There's many books out there that talk about brain surgeries, but that doesn't qualify you to then go and do it. All those people out there who are suffering, I want you to know that every day for 2 years was very grey and dark for me. But it will come back great again. You will have sunshine days again, rose-coloured days warmed by the sun.